guys, I'm back again for another video, of course. Most of the time I do make a few at the one time, but today's video is going to be my monthly recommendations for this month, and the theme for this month is not another love story. I had such trouble trying to find books that I've read that don't really have love in them, or it's not the main theme, and I had such trouble because I only have 4 books that I can recommend, because all my books always have romance or love or some form of something, but there really is always love in most books, I find. So very hard idea, but I'm gonna just show you the books I got anyway, and hopefully you'll want to read them. But anyway, let's get started. The first book I'd like to recommend is The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. I had to read this book actually for school. It was one of the books we had to study in English in year 11, and I really enjoyed it. I think there was only about 5 of us in the whole year who actually read the whole book because we're just all lazy. But I really enjoyed this book, and this book is really not about love. It's about war, and it's sad, and it'll probably wreck your heart. But if you're looking for something that doesn't involve love, this is your book right here. It's a very good, and it's narrated by deaf too, which is really interesting, and I enjoyed that aspect of this book, and yeah, people should read this. The next book I'd like to recommend is The Maze Runner by James Dashner. Even though this wasn't my favourite book, out of all my books, this is one that's not really a love story completely. Like, there is elements of love in it, but it's not about that. It's about them getting out of the maze, about them bonding, doing stuff like that. So if you want a book that's really strongly like friendship based and about brothers and survival, this is your book. And it was a good book. I just had trouble with the language because it was a bit hard to understand what was going on, but still it was a good book, and yeah, definitely works for the time. The next book I'd like to recommend is A Flash of Blue by Marie Farah. I always say Farmer, but it's Farah. This book will wreck you. I am just warning you, like, it wrecked me when I was reading it, and I was so shocked the whole time. I thought this was actually going to be a nice, like a love story that was going to be really good and fun, but no, it was not, and it was totally not what I thought, and it was so intense, and I was just like, holy shit, what is going on? I'm not okay. But I became okay by the end of this. The way this book was written, I haven't had anything written like this before, so it was so intense. And I really loved it, but it really is not about love, even though there is, again, elements of love in this book. It's really not about that, and I really just, enjoyed it. Such a great read. And the last thing I'd like to recommend is The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. There are 7 books in this series, all different characters, and I hope there's not much love in them. I cannot remember, but I'm just gonna say it because Narnia is such a good book. I really enjoy it, and I think it's best just to binge it like in a big edition like this, because the stories are quite small and they're about all different things, but there's definitely not really elements of love. It's just magical and about Aslan. I just love this so much. It's so great. Definitely recommend people to read this. So here are my 4 books I'd like to recommend for Not Another Love Story. I hope these don't really have much love in them, but yes, amazing books. But anyway guys, thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you soon.